I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be how to develop your personality so you can become magnetic to women, how to draw women to you naturally, how to walk into a room and literally fill the room with your presence and your confidence and your energy so everybody turns and notices you, because they literally will feel your presence and your confidence and who you are as you walk into the room. I get an email here from a guy, one of my YouTube viewers, I guess, and he says, I have a question that I hope you'll be able to answer for me and the rest of your viewers online. As a man, how does he increase his presence? How does he develop this aura around him that allows others to notice him? What is the key thing a man must do or work with in order for him to embrace his masculinity and the like again in his presence? How does he cultivate it? And if so, how is it seen and felt? And then he talks about a book that he's read, and this particular author emphasizes the etheric energy and how every human is capable of achieving this state of being. He says, anyway, not getting too much into it, it's a spiritual self-help book, and it touches on the subject of having inner power. And he says, I have a spiritual goal that I want to reach and have this thing called presence. He says, what can every man do to reach it? He says, what exercises would you suggest in order to gear towards being in your masculine and embracing it out to everyone? What should be part of my daily discipline that I can keep progress with in order to reach this state of being? Also, how is charisma and charm tied to having presence? What do I do in order to be a more charming person, to be more personable? How do I change my behavior patterns that I am seen as a personal person? So what I'm basically talking about, when I talk about presence of filling the room, I'm talking about filling it with the energy that the captain of the football team has. Now, what is a captain of the football team like? He's usually successful. He's well-liked. People come up to him, men and women. He's a leader of men, obviously. He's the captain of the football team. Women want to sleep with him, and the guys want to hang out and fellowship with him and talk to him and seek his counsel and listen to his advice. Now, what kind of guys are like that? Guys that are successful with women, guys that are successful in life, guys that have a lot of self-confidence, guys that feel good about themselves. And so what kinds of things can you cultivate on a daily basis? You need to be a friendly person. You need, wherever you go, you should be striking up conversations with people by simply asking them opinions on things, any kind of mundane thing, as you're standing in line with people. A good place to start, go to my YouTube channel, and there is a YouTube video that I did called Improving Your Social Skills. So just Google Corey Wayne, Improving Your Social Skills, and that video will come up. So watch that. It will teach you a bunch of techniques of how to go to the mall and start talking to people. That's first and foremost, because you have to get into a place where you can talk to people anytime, any place, and anywhere, not just in a bar or a nightclub if that's the kind of thing that you like to do. I mean, obviously, I'm in my 40s now, and I don't go to bars and nightclubs anymore like I used to when I was in maybe my 20s and my early 30s. I will go every once in a while just to have a good time with my buddies, because that's what I focus on. When I go out, I don't focus on meeting women. I go out on focusing on just having a good time with my friends. And I know, just as a byproduct of having a good time with my buddies, that women will come up and want to talk to us. Because 97% of the guys that are going to be out, especially like in a bar or nightclub scene, are going to be looking around. They're going to be hunting. They're going to have that hungry state, like they haven't talked to a woman in years, or they haven't dated a woman in years, or they haven't slept with a woman in years. They're going to have that energy. They're going to be standing in the corner with their hands in their pocket, looking around the room like a lion that hasn't eaten in 6 months. I mean, chicks are going to avoid those guys like the plague. And if you go out with your buddies and just hang out and have a good time and focus on making each other laugh, you're going to be giving off that vibe, that aura of the alpha male leader of men energy, because you're just having a good time. And women are going to, because you're going to have a non-hungry state, women are going to want to come up and talk to you and want to be a part of your group just because of the energy that you're giving off. Because when people go out, they're looking for an escape from their boring, dull, and mundane lives. And if you're out blowing off some steam with your buddies, just having a good time, making each other laugh, joking around about the funny shit that happened at work during the week, whatever it happens to be, women are going to want to come up and talk to you. So that's a big thing you can do, is just start talking to people. So when you do that, it's like wherever you go, and you get used to it. Repetition's the mother of skill, as I say all the time. And so when you do that, you're just naturally, whether you're at Starbucks standing in line, or you're at the gas station, or you're at a convenience store, or you're at the grocery store, or you're just walking down the street in general, it becomes easy to strike up conversations with people because you're used to asking people for their opinions on things, good places to eat, things that they saw on the news. If you're standing in line, especially if the line is long, you say, hey, I'm glad that I got on the express line, and usually people will turn around. You just say that, and you'll usually get one or two people that will turn around and laugh at it because it's usually a pretty funny comment, and that's a great icebreaker. And then you see a dude that installs windows for a living, like he's got a bunch of glass in the truck. You just say, how do you guys handle all that shit without cutting yourselves? I've always wondered that. And they'll go on to 10 minutes while you're standing in line. They'll talk for 10 minutes about what they do and how they do it, and the suction cups that they use to grab onto the glass and all that stuff. And people love to talk about themselves. They love to talk about what they do for a living because it's something they know a lot about. And so when you ask people about things in their lives, and when you take an interest in who they are, you don't really have to. You just sit there and go, wow, really? Huh, no shit. Tell me more. Don't leave anything out. You say things like that and they'll go on forever. And so it makes it really easy to talk to people. And so when you start talking to a woman and you do the same thing, it's easy. And so when you're like, hey, it was nice chatting with you, I got to run, but I'd like to talk to you more. What's your number? That's all you got to say. Or if you got some real balls, just say, you're amazing. I want to meet you out for a drink. When are you free to meet up for a drink this week? You should go, I'm free Wednesday and Thursday. It's like, great. How about 7 o'clock we meet at Bob's Bar over on 123 Oak Street? Yeah, that's a great place. I like that. Great. Whoever gets there first will get the table first. And then you exchange numbers. You made a definite date, and you just say, great, if something comes up, I'll call you. Otherwise, I'll just see you there. We'll just agree to meet there. She'll say, yeah. Then you got definite plans. You're like, all right, I'll just see you at Bob's place at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. That's all you got to say. And some women, not all of them, women have super confidence. They'll just show up. Women that may be a little unsure of themselves, they'll probably text you the day of, hey, are we still on for tonight? That's usually what you'll see. Or they'll call and cancel. And when a woman calls and cancels, it just means, without offering another date to get together, it just means that she made a date with you, that she planned on breaking, but she just didn't want to do it to your face. That's okay. You don't take it personally. You just move on. So those are things that you can do because as you build your confidence, you become comfortable talking to people. That's what the captain of the football team is like. He talks to people wherever he goes. Now, another thing that will really, it's like adding nitrous oxide or nitroglycerin to your success with women, is called network chiropractic care. Now, on my website, on the right-hand margin, there's a YouTube video that I uploaded recently of a TV show I did about 4 years ago, where I took a couple of guys out and I taught them the things that I know. And I also had one of my friends who's a very, very good, one of the world's best network chiropractic doctors. I had him do entrainments on these guys for 3 or 4 days straight. And what network chiropractic care does is it basically causes all of the muscle tension in your nervous system to drop in your spine. Because most people are kind of stuck in a fight or flight response. And so they have anger or they have fear. And so what happens, what network care does, is it basically causes all of the muscle tension to drop from your nervous system. And when all the muscle tension drops from your nervous system, guess what? You feel very peaceful. You feel very calm. You feel very relaxed. You feel very sure of yourself. And it's not that anything has changed mentally. You just physically feel better. What happens is your physiology starts to open up, like your chest moves out, you stand up straighter, you feel taller, you feel prouder about yourself. And the guys that are in that video, the name of the video is called From Dud to Stud in Under 4 Days. And you can see it. You can see it from the very first day that we're shooting to the very end when Dave and Mark are, like, Dave was like, he was making out with a girl after talking to her for 30 seconds. That was something that had never happened to him. But when you lose your feeling of fear or fearfulness, which is one of the beautiful things about network care, what it does for you, it becomes a lot easier to do the things that I talk about. Now, there was an article that I did called The Best Way to Become More Confident and Sure of Your Actions. If you Google Corey Wayne, how to become more confident and sure of your actions, there's a bunch of links on there because there's network chiropractic doctors all in every country. And so hopefully you make sure you get one that's certified in level 3 care, and there'll be like little asterisks next to their names. You go to somebody like that a couple times a week, and it will fucking change your life. It'll be a night and day experience. Now, you'll experience your emotions a lot more stronger as well, but the important thing is it'll make you feel 100 times more confident than you feel right now, just because your nervous system won't be all tight and stressed out. Because most people, and they'll explain this to you when you go, tend to be stuck in a fight or flight response or an argument that they had with their boss a week ago or whatever. And so when you're talking to a woman, if you're still like stuck in an anger or a rage pattern, or you're pissed off at the argument that you had with your boss earlier that day, you could be saying everything right, but your body language and your physiology is going to be communicating something completely different. And even though you'll deliver everything right, your body language and your physiology is communicating something else. She'll still reject you. Even though she might have liked you and found you attractive, she won't know why, but that's why she'll reject you. And it's very important to have the body language and the physiology. And like I said, network chiropractic care can be great. And like I go once a week because I've probably spent about $35,000 over the past 10 years on healing retreats, having Dr. Epstein, who founded Network Chiropractic, work on me. I'm a completely different person. I'm relaxed, I'm peaceful, I don't give a shit attitude, I like who I am, and people that don't, I don't give a fuck, it's their loss. People either accept me and allow me to be me, or I simply don't associate with them. Because people that really love you and really care about you in your life, they'll appreciate you no matter how you show up. And that's what the beauty of network care is. Like, so if you combine what I teach with the things, with the entrainments, and dropping the tension in your nervous system that network care does, you'll be 1,000 times more confident than pretty much anybody that you'll meet on the street. And so when you look at people, you naturally, I don't want to say you feel superior, which you really kind of do, but you feel better than other people. And meaning, I don't mean that in a bad way or derogatory. You have more confidence and more certainty about yourself. You feel better. You can't explain it, and just you see the same reactions from the guys. And in the TV show that I did called, it's like I said, it's on my website on the right-hand side. You can also see it on my YouTube channel. It's called From Dud to Stud in 4 days. And you can see these guys are like, oh, it's just so weird. It's, it's like one Mark I even says it seems like witch doctor hocus pocus kind of stuff, but it works. I mean, you feel taller, you feel prouder, you feel better about yourself. And so that is the best way to go about becoming confident and filling the room with your presence and having that leadership energy that the captain of the football team does. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges, and you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, you can go to my website, and underneath the email sign-up box is going to be a little box that has a link that will take you to my Amazon Kindle download page. And you don't have to have a Kindle device to read my book in Kindle format. All you have to do is download one of Amazon's free Kindle e-reader apps, and they've got them for Android devices, Android smartphones, tablets, iPhones, Mac, PC. Pretty much any electronic device can be turned into a Kindle e-reader with their free app. And once you got the app on there, it takes 60 seconds to download my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.